Sorry, everybody watching. Chris doesn't want to play right now.
I want to play. I want to.
You said it was time to play, Chris.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all the great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today is episode 274, which means we have done this 274 weeks. Do you realize that, Chris? We have done this. I mean, you got to put a couple weeks in there where we took vacations and
there's some if you want me, Panic Fest episodes also added hours and hours of content as well.
Those don't count. Those are in there. But this is 274 weeks of material. So 274 times, we have 274 hours, over 300 hours plus of us talking to each other.
Man, people must be fucking bored. I don't know how people feel about that.
They gotta hate us by now. They have to. Yeah. All right, guys. Two movies that are out there today. Two popular movies. I'm going to say. Both of these have had a lot of word around the good old water. The water. What is it? The water.
The cesspool of the internet.
No. The
water cooler.
Where do you get the water cooler? I don't know. I haven't worked in an office since like 1982. It's probably why. Yeah. Oh, Matt's on here today. Oh, and Matt's gonna want to definitely hear about what we're gonna talk about.
What's it, Nova?
Second movie. The first movie that we're going to talk about is very popular. It's about the creation of one of the nation's favorite chips of all time. That's right. It's wrong one. It's Flamin Hot, featuring the one, the only Jesse Garcia.
Something's coming, and I can't stop it. I'm gonna need you to help me see it before it hits.
Ew.
And that clip's actually from the Dust on the series.
Yes, which he was a big part of, but guess what? There isn't a lot of clips of him talking. So that's like the most I could find of him talking in a row for more than 10 seconds.
So last Friday, I actually watched that movie, like just the whole regular movie with my buddy, just to have it on.
What Dust on?
Yeah.
The Robert Rodriguez movie?
Oh yeah. That's a good one, man. It still holds up. It holds up well.
Also, starring in this movie, the one, the only, plays his beautiful wife, Judy, Annie Gonzalez.
Jessica, that's just my mom.
No, it is not. No, it's not. Eric has never been down for us. And Chris, he just got here, but he's
God, I don't care what my family thinks.
Yes, you do. You're always putting them first. You're always running to go help them. And when it's not them, it's running to go do work for Tim.
That's what this is all about. This is about Tim. And you not supporting the fact that I'm finally doing the shit that I've dreamed about for years. I finally have someone who believes in my work.
I've always believed in your work.
Yeah? But I'm finally getting paid.
Yeah, that's Annie Gonzalez. I forget where you pulled that clip from. What was that from?
Anyway, going up next, the wonderful actor. I pull these clips at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
So you're okay, gotcha. All right.
Or did I pull that from?
It's not Shameless, right? It's not Shameless.
So yeah, it's Shameless. It was from Shameless. Okay. Yeah, 100%. It was from Shameless, 100%. Also in this movie, you would know him as Mr. Allstate. Yeah, the one, the only, Dennis Haysbert.
No, actually, it confirms something I've always wondered about modern art, abstract art.
What is that?
That perhaps it's just picking up where religious art left off. Somehow trying to show you divinity. The modern artist just pares it down to the basic elements of shape and color. But when you look at that Monroe, you feel it just the same.
Wow, that's lovely, Raymond.
Yeah, he's President Palmer from 24. That's why I remember.
Yeah. He's also Pedro from Major League.
He's just great and everything.
He's just great in everything he does. He does so many different things. Then the one, the only, you know him because he rhymes with funk. It's Mr. Monk, Tony Shalhoub.
My fear, though, is that the world is as it always was, and I just didn't see it. That a lot of us didn't see it, us men.
I had a feeling we'd get gender specific.
I'm serious. We can't blame exogenous events. It's too easy. Our collective blindness has caused a lot of harm. We controlled so much, meddled so much. And to what end?
Yeah, okay. That's from the Marvelous Mr. Maisel, right?
Yes, that's from the last season of the Lovely Miss Maisel. I looked through a lot of Monk clips and I couldn't find like the perfect Monk clip. So I was just, I had to go with that because I love that speech that he gives where he's just like, how did none of us realize that the whole time we're equal? We're part of this world. We're all working it. You know, like it's one of my favorite lines. And also, that's everybody from that. And that's the movie Flaming Hot. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. I'm a little sidetracked today, guys.
It's fine. We're all sidetracked.
You're sidetracked. Why are you sidetracked? Are you drunk?
I had a manic episode this morning. I bought like five shows for concerts. I
know you bought a bunch of concert tickets for no apparent reason.
No, I'm gonna go to all 9.
Like, I'm going to get drunk and go to all these concerts naked.
Well, I was at a makeup, so I felt like I was disconnecting from the culture that I love, and so I feel like attending performances will get me back in touch with. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. but here I am.
But here I am without you. Right?
Yeah. But what's the next movie we're talking about, pal?
All right. The next movie we're talking about, of course, is the number one at the box office this past weekend, beating out Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse right away. How?
Yeah.
Because it's Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, more than meets the eye. You know, it's Transformers. Dude.
I know, but
it's one of the best movies of Transformers. Rise of the Beast. Oh, wait a minute.
That's not it.
There it is.
No, that's the Michael Bay.
Gosh dang it. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Gosh dang it. Which one is it? Is it this one? No, it's no. Oh, there it is.
I love
There it is.
There we go.
There we go. Rise of the Beast, featuring the one, the only, the guy who starred in 2 musicals that were complete bust as movies, Anthony Ramos.
I'm right here. Sir, please. Please just back up, sir. Step back.
My man, I'm right here, bro.
Sir, just film it over there.
My man, I'm gonna film it right here. I'm walking home anyway.
Sir, I'm gonna hit you one more time. Back the fuck up.
Don't touch me, son.
I told you.
Yo, D, I got you, son. Over there. Filming this whole shit.
Why are you putting your hands on me?
6 dudes for one guy. 6 dudes for one guy. Fucking car. Are you serious right now? Fuck up. Shut up, man. Set your shots back. Give me a box forthwith. Yo, this shot him. Step back. Yo, shot him. Step back. Yo, D. I need a bus outside the catering troop. D. The catering troop. Outside the bodega. Call again. Yo, what the fuck, man? I'm telling you, boy, you got to outside. Yo, you fucking shot him.
It might be hard to see because Neil didn't want to use any of the clips from the things he hates, but he was going to go, hey, you shot him. That was that.
Well, I mean, the only things he ever has besides that are 2 musicals. Like, there's no words. There's no clips of him just speaking more than 5 seconds.
Okay.
It goes right into every song, like, you know, the one where he's like, I like to kiss the president because he's my friend, and we go out and we hang out and all that stuff again. See, and then there's that one where he's like, I own a store in the middle of the city. I don't have any friends, and I'm not really witty. See, like, look.
Okay, I got you, man.
Those 2. I mean, some of the worst musicals ever.
Who else is in this movie, dude?
Anyway, Dominic Fishback is in this movie as well.
Dominique Fishback.
That's Dominique, sorry.
What are you doing? That's private. It's private. You think you're gonna be a bad mother?
It was a question.
Why you gotta ask yourself that?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that I'm bringing a child into a war zone. These aren't considerations you have to make. You get to go out there, talk about dying a revolutionary death and how your body belonged to the revolution because you don't have another person growing inside your body.
Yeah, that's from Judas and the Black Messiah. Great movie. Judas and the Black Messiah is great.
Yes, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm picking all great things these all people were from because when I get to this movie, they're not going to like what I have to say.
You're showing your hand a little bit.
I'm picking everything I can that, but added to the voice cast this time around, one of the greats of all time, one of our favorites right here on the show on MTDS, the one, the only, Mr. Ron Perlman.
I will fuck you.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Gosh, that's the Bumblebee. That's Bumblebee, Chris.
You're in love. Have a beer.
No, my body's a temple.
Well, now it's an amusement park.
No. The glandular balance.
Just shut up and drink it, would you? What track?
8.
Can't smile without you.
I know.
Yep, I'm gonna need a beer too.
Well, see, I love this song. And I can't smile. Or cry. I think I have no tear ducts.
I wish Father were here. He'd know what to tell you. Us?
So, sorry, David Harbour, but Ron Perlman's the best helmet. Oh boy,
Ron Perlman by show. David Harper's still good. I mean, he's still a good second.
You were saying David Harbour because you put a hard B and it sounds like a P on the microphone.
All right, then also premiering as voice talent in this Transformers movie, the Oscar award-winning, one of the best actresses in the history of man, and everybody found that out just this past year, the one, the only Michelle Yeoh.
Maybe it's like you said. Maybe there is something out there, some new discovery that will make us feel like even small pieces of shit. Something that explains why you still went looking for me through all of this noise. And why? No matter what, I still want to be here with you. I will always want to be here with you.
Yeah, that's from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All at once. Everywhere, everything, everywhere, anywhere, all the places, anytime, at once.
Who else is in this? We got 2 more people, I think.
We got 2 more people. One is the guy, we'll be honest, that saved the movie. If it wasn't for him and his character, I think it's the one thing that made this movie really watchable. and that'd be the one, the only, playing Mirage, Pete Davidson.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't even bother me that much. What really bothers me is that you never shared. You never shared the drugs. What? You never shared. We could have so much fun.
It was a dark, harrowing elevator shaft of despair.
But you've never been cooler. We were fucking 5 feet away in other dressing rooms, and you were in there just wearing a suit, just fucking doing blow. That's awesome, dude.
It was not awesome.
It looked awesome.
This is from Bupkis, where the PDS is talking to John Mulaney about his addiction. Which, if you watch the new John Mulaney special, he gets into it.
I know. It's hilarious. I love. Go watch Bupkis. If you haven't seen Bupkis, it's on Peacock. They didn't pay us to say that. I'm just telling you, it's a good fucking movie. Go watch it.
And finally, who else? The last person.
All right, the last person I save for last because this is the man that makes every Transformer anything ever watchable. He is the man, the legend, the guy who decided that he wasn't going to play a robot truck like robotically weird or more military, like they said, but give it a soft, slow tone when he talks. The one, the only, Mr. Optimus Prime, Peter Golan.
We're Autobots. We're from Cybertron, a planet far from Earth.
Another planet? That's awesome.
Those who tried to harm you are called Decepticons. We must stop them before they destroy your world.
Can we help?
We are the only ones who can stop the Decepticons.
But my son Spike and I know more about Earth than you do.
Maybe you can help us.
Also in this movie, fucking Peter Dinklage is in this movie.
Peter Dinklage is in. I just could not keep on throwing you names. I mean, I was trying not to overload you.
And then maybe if we get some sleep, maybe at some point. Yeah. All right.
It was just getting to the point. All right, Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
He's following us online. MoviesDon'tSuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/MoviesDon'tSuck We're at w2mnet.com. Go to w2mnet.com. You'll find our podcast. We're on a bunch of other cool shit. We're also on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. If you guys want to be a patron, go to patreon.com/MoviesDon'tSuck. You'll find that and pictures like that being Neil. Go to bonfire.com, so just use on Suck and Sunday. You'll find shirts like one me and Neil are wearing in our uniform. And you also, you guys want to send us an email, it's info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuck.net@gmail.com. And wherever you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, what do we do first? Who's our sponsor we're talking about today, actually?
Our sponsor today is Chicago, the lovely city of Chicago. I'll be there the next 5 days. It'll be beautiful. It'll be awesome. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be drunk with friends. It'll be great. No, because we're talking about robotic toys here in the second part of the podcast today, I figured the only thing we could do is give some love out to the people who sell robotic toys. And one of my favorite places, and a person who seems to be listening to us right now, if I see it correctly in the chat, Mr. Birthday Guy himself, Matt Nova. I will not say his actual last name on air, but Matt Nova. It is his birthday today, so happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
Matt.
pal!
Yeah, long listener of the show, and we love him to death. And a good friend of mine from, gosh, I think 2008 or 9 is when we met. Like, I've known him for a while. Drunken bars. But anyway, what we're talking about is a place we all love, and that's called Vintage Toy Mall. Yes, Vintage Toy Mall is located, has now 2 locations, one in Jinx, Oklahoma at 525 West Main Street, and one in Jinx at 530 South Elm Place. Now, Vintage Toy Mall is one of my favorites because not only does it have some of the coolest toys in the entire freaking world, but on top of that, they also help. Oh, do you see that? Unicron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a picture. Of course, they have a picture of Unicron on, for this week. But also, they have celebrities that stop by all the time, like Mick Foley.
Yeah, look at there he is.
Yeah, so at Vintage Toy Mall. Now, Vintage Toy Mall is nearly 3,000 square feet of nostalgia overload located at 81st and Elm in Broken Arrow. Come see Tulsa area's largest vintage action figure and comic-related item novelty shop with variety provided by dozens of vendors. As a free service, we offer our store vendors the ability to list everything they are selling on their website where you can go. That means everything found at vintagetoymall.com is currently for sale in their store. However, not everything in the store is listed on the site. So make sure you come see them and don't miss anything. Their inventory is constantly changing, as well as the selection brought in from vendors, so you're bound to see something new each visit. They sell everything from Ant-Man to Santana and countless in between. In addition to large toys and action selection, they have comics, posters, records, game items, apparel, and more. They specialize in items prior to 1990, but they also have a great selection of modern toys and new releases. Again, that's Vintage Toy Mall. You can get them at vintagetoymall.com and at Facebook /Vintage Toy Mall. You don't have to add Tulsa. Don't got to add anything like that. Just vintage toy mall because they're the toy mall.
Dope.
Right?
Yeah, dope.
Right?
Yeah.
Matt said we're old.
We are old. I mean, I'm 37 now. You're 45.
Fuck you.
You're 42, right? 41?
You're 41.
Okay.
You'd have to be 41 for me to be 47.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm 37, you're 41? Okay. All right. Whatever.
You'd have to be 41 for me to be 47. So
Okay.
that means we have our 6 years difference.
Okay.
So 6 plus your age is...
Okay, gotcha. Listen, I got a question.
What's 6 plus 37? Come on.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about my age at all. But listen. I totally forgot what I was going to say now. You made me think about my age, and now here I am.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's okay.
You know what you need to think of?
No, since you're 6 years different than me, that means our cultural touchstones as children are different. You know?
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that later, though. But you know what we're talking about now?
Cheetos!
We're talking about one of my favorite snacks, Flamin Hot Cheetos. Or Flamin Hot anything, really. This is directed by Eva Longoria. That Eva Longoria, that one from Desperate Housewives, she directed this movie. It's written by
Eva Longoria.
She's still beautiful. And this is written by Colick, Yvette, Chávez, and Richard Montañez. And this stars Jesse Garcia as Richard Montañez.
Something's coming.
Also, Annie Gonzalez is Judy Montañez.
Jessica, that's just my mom.
Also, this all stars Emilia Rivera as Vacho Montañez, Vanessa Martinez as Concha Montañez, Dennis Haysbert as Clarence Baker.
No, actually, it confirms something I've always wondered about modern art.
And Tony Shalhoub as Roger Enrico.
My fear, though, is that the world is as it always was.
This also stars Pepe Serna as Abuelito, Bobby Soto as Tony Romero, and Matt Walsh is Lonnie Mason. You guys see him everywhere. He's always the mean piece of shit in movies. What's the storyline for this one, dude? Oh, it's long.
In 1966, Southern California, Richard Montañez grows up in a hard-working child with a strict father and supportive grandfather. He faces challenges as his youth and later becomes involved in a life of crime. However, when his wife Judy becomes pregnant, they decide to turn their lives around. Richard struggles to find work and eventually secures a job at Frito-Lay with the help of his friend Tony Romero. He learns about the factory and its machinery from engineer Clarence C. Baker. As the company faces difficulties, Richard gets inspired to think like a CEO and comes up with the idea to save Frito-Lay by targeting the Latino market.
Stop there. This gives the whole fucking movie at the end. It gets with the rest of it.
Oh my God, it does.
Yeah.
Why did you even make me read that?
Okay.
All right, here, we're just going to cut that. Everybody that did see that.
The top one. The top
Chris,
one.
Yeah, Chris, say it again.
Hey,
say it again, and then I'll read that.
Neil, why don't you do the story for this one?
This is the inspiring true story of Richard Montañez, who is a Frito-Lay janitor, disrupted the food industry by channeling his Mexican heritage to turn Flamin Hot Cheetos from a snack into an iconic global pop culture phenomena.
Way better.
Way better. That one was huge and long. Yeah, you can cut that if you want.
Hey,
that kind of gave the whole storyline.
Yeah, I started reading the headline. No, I stop this because it gives away the whole fucking movie. Because part of the fun of watching this movie is learning about how Flamin Hot Cheetos came to be.
You know what the sad part about this movie is?
What's that?
Frito-Lay informed the producers of the film that this story is 100% false in 2009, but they went ahead with it anyway.
Because you can look at it as a big commercial for Frito-Lay if you want to.
It's a big commercial for Frito-Lay, but the story did not happen this way.
But
he did not come up with the spice at all.
But he was instrumental.
He was a guy that came from a janitor, so it's fine. It's okay. It doesn't matter. They really didn't all root Rudy in the movie Rudy, okay? But they did carry him out on his shoulders. They did do that.
Okay.
But there's a lot of that movie. The football team didn't come in and put all their jerseys on the desk. That didn't happen. Every single player in Notre Dame history gets to play one game.
But Richard does insist this happened, even after they said it didn't.
And Richard insists this happens. And to be honest, I don't care if it happened or not, because this was just a fun
yes,
good, cute freaking movie.
Yeah, it's
cute.
It was
about one man's struggle to beat the system or to come up and above. And it was cute. It was adorable. I laughed. Yeah. I felt good. It was exactly. It reminded me of an 80s movie.
Yeah, like an 80s movie where, just hang out. Like it's not something that's going to put. I mean, you're going to feel good at the end of it. You're gonna feel, but you're not.
It hits like an 80s movie where it made me feel good on the inside. Like how they did at the end of 16 Candles, where it's like, by means, there's several parts in that movie that are slightly racist and and stuff like that, and they poke fun and stuff like that. But at the end of the movie, you are happy. You're like, oh my gosh,
It's not. It's not like they're not trying to save the world. They're just trying to get a snack and keep their job.
Just trying to get a snack and keep their job. There you go.
And Jesse Garcia is great. I liked him in it. I liked everyone in this movie. Dennis Haysbert.
Oh, dude. I mean, and did you see that picture earlier? I got it because they got themselves looking a lot like the people that they're. Look at that.
Yeah.
Here's a good side by side. Like, like. I mean, doesn't that look like a younger version of him?
It does. And I'm happy.
I was very surprised. I was like, man, yeah. And this was a really good. It was a good, fun-loving movie. It was one of those that you're like, okay. Now, this fact here, it says this was one of the facts I found on a website, so I don't 100% agree with it. It says Eva Longoria's directorial.
Did it make me feature film directorial debut?
Her feature film. I should have put feature film in there, and I feel like I should have added that, but it was late at night.
She's directed like lots of TV, which is
and actually there is. Where is that? Let's see. I didn't put it anywhere.
Okay.
There is, but I didn't add it as a fact. But Eva actually said that working at Desperate Housewives was how she went to film school, because everybody that would jump in and direct and stuff like that,
I like that
would make it good. And again, this was just cute. It was about one man who was slaving away against the system. He's so broke at one point. They're eating, like sugar sandwiches, it's like literally figures out how to, and he gets inspired by Monk at one point. And I mean,
yeah. By the way, Tony Shalhoub, I didn't know that was him until I fucking went through the movie like a couple days ago.
I know, my wife was watching it with me, and we literally just got done watching.
Yeah.
Just got done watching the fabulous Miss, the marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, look who it is. And she's like, huh?
Yeah, I was the same way.
And I was like, I don't know. It's the dude from the guy from the show we just watched.
Are you okay? Are you distracted by something?
No, I'm not doing anything at the same time right now. I never do anything at this time while I'm talking. You're right, Chris. How dare you point that out for the 400th time?
Okay, sorry, man. You gotta calm down a bit. Just
you gotta maybe just help me out.
Let's talk about the movie some more. It was so. It also has stories about overcoming adversity and giving back to your community, and it's a cute, fun movie. I like. It was not super heavy.
It wasn't super heavy. The acting was good. It was fun. It was wholesome. Let's go wholesome.
Yeah.
It was wholesome. It was a wholesome movie.
And it's 90 minutes. It's not 2.5 hours like every fucking movie is these days.
2.5 years like every movie is?
Dude,
oh my god.
Flash is 2 hours, 43 minutes long.
Well, that's understandable, though. I mean, you got 2 Batmans in it at least.
Okay, all right. You gotta fix a story.
Guess what, dude? Guess what? Michael Keaton's back as Batman. I don't care if the movie's 9 hours. Right? I'll watch that thing 100 times. But Yeah. I mean, I don't know what more to say. I wish I could give this like, be like, hey, this is amazing. I mean, you're gonna laugh. There's gonna be parts you're gonna laugh. And to be honest, this is one of those movies that you're never gonna get mad that someone throws on. How about that? Even if you've seen it before.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a fun
because it's
movie.
one of those movies that you're gonna snicker a little bit. This might actually become like a cult classic. This might be one of those movies like not like Dazed and Confused, but like 10 ways to get away from a guy, or
quick question: did you have Flamin' Hot Cheetos while watching this movie?
No, I was gonna get Flaming Hot Cheetos for the show.
I did.
I forgot them when I was out getting everything for the moving stuff.
I was getting food. I stopped by Chipotle getting food Sunday, and because Leah was actually she came home from Oklahoma City. She went down there to play derby, and she came back and she was taking naps. So I went to get food, and I stopped on the way back at my still Flaming Hot Cheetos and just put on Flaming Hot, and I was like, yeah, of course. I'm gonna eat this while watching this. And it was good, man. It was a fun little...
it is a fun movie. Let's do some quotes and we'll get out of here.
Okay, sure.
I have a PhD. I'm poor, hungry, and determined. Okay, I can see you're going to be a weird one. White people don't give you a free nothing, right? U.S. drivers have elite status. Shut up, Mr. Clean. People always trying to get rid of the brown ones, huh? The snack wars are going to get serious. If someone needs a shift covered, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Yeah. Okay. Turns out Enrico sounded more like Mr. Rogers than American Me. No one craps on Superman like they do us, Dad. Sometimes you got to see how the burrito works. Better the bevel you know than the one you don't. Does it burn good or burns bad?
I've been asked that so many times.
I know.
One in the bathroom.
I heard when people have sex with you, it burns when they pee. They don't get made.
I don't hear that. I don't hear the part. Thanks for letting me know. I'll get that checked out.
They don't get made by hoodlums who probably can't spell hoodlum. They're scared they've been praying for a hero, and instead they got you. You want to survive this world? Get yourself a Judy. That's it.
Oh, that's it. That's a good way to end it, by the way. That's
I like that one.
Okay. So my score in this is a 3.7. It's just a fun little movie.
I mean, gosh, I hate that we've gotten to the point in life where we agree almost dead on some things.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
What's wrong with us, Chris? What's wrong with us? But like literally, it's just like, why? It's 3.7 exactly. Yeah. This is a fun movie. If someone's like, hey, I want to put on this movie, I'd be like, yeah. Put on that movie. It's great. I'll watch it again.
Now I want Flamin' Hot Cheetos again. Thanks a lot for having that in this background. But yeah, man. Flamin' Hot. Now I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Flamin' Hot? Let's take a guess.
83.
88%.
I was off by 5.
Yeah, off by 5.
Man, I need to hit it on the target again. I haven't hit it on the target.
I think you overthought it because there's like 10 seconds of dead air. I'm like, did you drop off? I don't think so. Now I'm on. What is the mean critic score for Flamin' Hot?
62.
68%. Oh, yeah.
I was off like 5 by each one's 5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and 6. Christian consensus is Flamin' Hot may have a little more than its share of empty calories, but this fun feel-good story is still a decent cinematic snack. I'll read a good review and a bad review on this one.
Sure.
Is that your dog or my dog?
It's your dog.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. It's my dog.
Okay. I was like, yeah, totally. Yeah. So, from Amy Nicholson of Film Week in NPR Los Angeles said, it's a sticky story that it turns into at least a good crowd pleaser. And this one is by Stephen Propke as Third Coast Review. He says, Flamin' Hot isn't a complete bust, but much like its Cool Ranch Doritos, it needs a little something extra to give it the necessary heat. I didn't think that. I thought this was a fine movie. That was fine.
Yeah, I mean, did it change the world? No, but it was nice. It made me happy.
Yeah.
I touched myself in unpleasant ways with Cheeto dust on my hands.
I want, yeah, I know. Then you just wiped it on your head. You wiped it on your chest like a savage. But no, I find it hard for someone not to walk away from this, not wanting to go out and get some Flamin' Hot Cheetos. You know?
I still want some Flaming Hot Cheetos, bro.
Okay, you might have to go out after this episode.
I'm literally like been thinking about them ever since.
Are your favorite the Flaming Hot Puffs or the Cheetos, or is it maybe the Flaming Chester's Hot Fries? There's all types of them. So, I mean, what's your favorite? You don't know. I don't know either. They're all so good.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know. They're all pretty good.
All right.
I haven't had them in a while. That's why I really wanted to get them.
Well, maybe I'll fix that. Maybe for Christmas, I'll get you just a giant box of them.
Oh, dude, I forgot to buy you some for your birthday. I just now realized
Don't worry about that, dude. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah.
I got an idea for something, and as soon as I get the right, I did look for something at one point, and I couldn't find the thing I wanted.
When's your birthday in September,
I mean?
right? Your birthday's in September, right?
Yes.
Okay. You had to think about it for a second. Okay.
You know, everybody I'm going on the vacation with to Chicago this week is birthdays in September.
Is it the same day?
No, one's on the first. No, it's like literally weird how this one's on the 1st, mine's on the 18th, the other person's on the 30th. Wow. So you got one at the beginning, one at the end, and one's.
So are you guys all the same astrological sign?
No, by any means we're not.
What are you again? I forget what.
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, and they're
bitches.
I
don't know if they're not a Virgo. I don't know exactly the astrology.
I don't put any stock in that sort of stuff. A lot of people really care, but
no, I don't either. I don't either. But like, I'm interested now. Okay, where's the signs? Signs everywhere. The signs. All right, so I am a Virgo with me and one guy. Okay, it's August 23rd to 22nd, or September 22nd, which is a Virgo, and then the other one is a Libra.
It's like Libra. I don't remember that one. Okay, all right.
Libra, Virgos, we're all hanging out.
But I think I think usually this time of the podcast,
we do the news.
I will fuck you.
Sorry. I love doing that.
I know. This is the MTDS News, where I read stuff that Chris doesn't understand because he doesn't speak English.
What you got for me, dude?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I do speak English actually. Yeah.
Stuff.
Ça va.
Let's start off with the sad news. Get it done and out of the way. One of the greatest comic book legends of all time has passed away. John Romita Sr., the legendary Marvel book artist. He created such superstars as Mary Jane Watson, the Kingpin, and of course, everybody knows this creation, Wolverine. He's also the one that helped wrote the book Spider-Man No More, which is the theme of Spider-Man 2, the movie. One of the greatest artists of all time. He died at the age of 93. So, I mean, dude had a life. I mean, if you're at 93, bro, I mean, most of us don't live past 100. So, 93, way to go, John Romita. So, hearts and thoughts go out to all of their family. Now, to some good news. James Gunn wants you to know, just because he took over the DC universe doesn't mean he forgot that one guy You know what that guy? That guy. The guy.
I don't know what you're doing. Oh, what are you talking about?
Hit the button.
Oh, sorry.
I will fuck you, all right? I will enter you.
Yes.
You're gonna enter me?
You forgot about a Peacemaker? He's not forgetting about Peacemaker. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, he did not forget about Peacemaker. As soon as he is done with the Superman Legacy pre-production, he is going to start filming Peacemaker, the second season. So Peacemaker is still coming. It's still going to be part of the universe. Peacemaker is going to be all about it because he knows we all love that Peacemaker.
You love Peacemaker. I know you do. You're a big fan of Peacemaker.
Oh my God. How can, if you watch Peacemaker and not love it, I don't think I can respect you as a human being.
I like Peacemaker quite a bit. I'm looking forward to the second season.
Yeah, I'm just saying anybody else, like if they watch it and they're like, that's fucking stupid, fuck you. I'm just like, yeah, I don't respect you as a human being.
And what you're going to tell them is,
I will fuck you, all right? I will enter you.
Enter you. A new Alien movie is in the work from Fida Alvarez. Gets a release date. It'll be released on the date of August 16th, 2024. It's called Alien Romulus, which will be the latest of Deep Space Theory. It is set to be a standalone reboot of the franchise, taking from the creative roots that made the initial film so successful and reworking it into something entirely new.
Cool. Bring it on.
So another rehash
movie
like Evil Dead, or and to be honest, with the horror movies, they're doing okay.
Yeah, I like the Evil Dead. I like the Evil Dead.
I like the new Evil Dead. I like the new Hellraiser, the new Candyman, because they still add droplets of they're like, hey, we're saying this exists. We're saying this exists, but that's not what this is.
No.
We're moving on now. James Gunn also states the thing that's going to make the difference between DCU and the MCU is that if you look at the MCU, there are a few traditional superheroes. There was never a guy with a secret identity until Spider-Man in the MCU. There's Cap, that was a soldier that then wears his mask. Iron Man outed himself at the end of the first Iron Man because they don't want to deal with the whole secret identity stuff. But there's a bit more of a fantasy element to DCU because there are larger than life superheroes. And for me, there's Superman and then there's Clark Kent. Those are two completely different characters. And we have to find a way to deal with them that's as grounded as possible with the world of DC. One of the things I love about DC, that excites me about DC, is that the way it's an alienate history. It's Gotham City, Metropolis City, Star City, Bloodhaven, all these different places and an other reality. It makes it a little bit better, like Westeros in some ways. I love it and I love that we get to create true world building in the DC.
Ooh.
I mean, if you do think about it, all Marvel, besides them going out of outer space or anything like that, is New York City,
LA, New York, yeah,
and San Francisco.
Oh yeah, this isn't there. So yeah, this is true. This is true. I'm glad that was brought up. Yeah, interesting.
Sarah Polley is going to be directing the live action Bambi movie. Yay!
Cool.
She won an Oscar this year for her women talking screenplay. As long as they got it, they literally just have to point out the fact that Bambi's a guy. All right.
Yeah,
we need to figure this out. Why did Bambi become a popular girl's name if he was a dude?
Well, Bambi was a male deer, right? Like he was
Yeah, he's always been a male deer. He's always been a buck.
Because he's just super cute.
Why did he become a popular, like, if you think of a girl named Bambi, she's going to be like, I'm Bambi. And it's like, that's what Bambi is literally like the most badass freaking deer in the forest. He literally shucked somebody with his, with his antlers at one point. Like, I don't know. Anyway. Hey, you've heard of Caddyshack, but what about Caddy Hack? That's right. The movie with the killer gophers unleashes on a golf course
Yeah.
Hear you. And yes, Caddy Hack is going to be brought to you. The classic, of course, the title is a play on Caddyshack, the classic movie. In the movie, it's a struggling golf course suffers a string of caddy murders at the paws of pesticide-mutated gophers, while the greedy owner of the faculty tries to cover up the carnage. Yeah, I'm down.
So, real quick question. You're a big fan of Caddyshack, the original?
Yeah, dude.
It's right.
I love both of them, actually.
I
like both of them.
It's right in your wheelhouse. I know, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, growing up, those are the movies that people talked about.
Hey, we're gonna all get laid. I love it's Rodney Dangerfield, dude. Yeah. I love Rodney. You know how many times I've watched Back to School? Probably in the last 5 years alone. James Gunn declares that
more James Gunn.
Well, man, okay, what do you want me? There's this writer strike going on.
Okay,
right
gotcha.
There's an actor strike going on.
Okay.
I am finding whatever I can.
Okay,
all right. Anyway, James Gunn declares his favorite Lex Luthor, who he's going to base his Lex Luthor off of, is not Gene Hackman. It's Michael Rosenbaum.
Oh, from Smallville, yeah?
Yeah, dude, I agree with him. I love Michael Rosenbaum.
Are you excited? Who are they gonna have as Lex Luthor? Do you think
he likes to get inside of you?
Are they gonna bring back Jesse Eisenberg to play Lex Luthor?
Who knows? I hope not. No, it's a reboot. Dude. That's what the Flash movie's doing.
Okay, but they're having. Okay, whatever.
All right. A bunch of movies have been changed around on the schedule.
Yeah.
Disney has been like, you know what? These movies are probably more the ones people want to see besides this one. So Deadpool is now going to be is getting closer to us instead of further, and it's going to be on May 3rd, 2024.
If we're fucking lucky, dude. If we get the writer's strike back on, you know.
Yep. Captain America: Brave New World is going to be in November of 2024. Let's see what else we got here. Captain America will be August 26th, 24, followed by Thunderbolts on December 20th, 24. Then Blade will be February 14th. Oh, Valentine's Day, 25.
Oh, I gotta wait for that long for Blade. Man.
May 2nd is going to be Fantastic Four of 2025. Avengers Kang Dynasty and the Secret Wars are delayed from May 26 and are now into May 27.
2025? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry. This freaking ad popped up and it just screwed my Avatar 3 suffering a major delay.
Yeah, you there?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, so now 3 won't be. We won't see Avatar 3 until December 2020, December 19th of 25. 4 will be December 21st, December 2029, and Avatar 5 on December 19th, 2031. And
is he gonna die before then? Like seriously? Like,
I don't know. Maybe
James Cameron's like close to 80. right like that seems like a lot of that's like 10 years from now.
And it's just a lot. So I mean everything's getting delayed, but we all know why.
Yeah.
You know why, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of you.
Yeah,
you did
my
it.
fault.
You did this to these people.
Fireball my house. Yeah. 2031 really. Okay, well I mean all right.
Elliot Page has joined Dominic Savage's new film, Close to You. Page will appear opposite Hilary Beck in the heartfelt family drama feature.
Cool.
So he's back to work, so that's good. And 1 second. I know there's people watching, but I got to figure out what's going on, dude.
Okay. So, you left me here? I'm having a good time. Not. know who's watching, but thanks for sticking around. I'm not sure how long Neil will be on. Probably not long. Just to figure out what's going on with this puppy. Barking and stuff. But
I'm coming there with you because I can't. He's just whining at the door and it's coming up on my.
Oh, looks like the dog just wants to hang out with his dad, and Neil doesn't want that to happen.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alistair, come on.
The dog's name's Alistair. He's super fucking cute. Love that Alistair. Every time I come over there, just all I want to do is cuddle him.
All right. I'm sorry everybody left that was watching.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right.
It's okay. They can come back and watch it later. Or they can listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My dog was whining and I couldn't sit here and just listen to my dog whine. All right. Back to where we're at. Transformers Rise of the Beast director is already in the talks for the next sequel.
Yeah, okay. Really? Why? But okay.
I'm not officially signed on, clarify it, but I am officially signed on. I'm in talks. I set up a lot of stuff in the film.
Apparently. I mean, it's sort of a prequel, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Anyway, and naturally, but everything will go as planned. All right, what's next? My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, Kellis is dating Bill Murray, right?
Bill Murray! Who would have known?
Well, that's interesting.
Way to go him.
Yeah, I guess.
It's Bill Murray.
Her milkshake brought Bill Murray to the yard. So.
And you know what? As long as they're having a happy relationship.
Yeah, that's all that matters, right?
Hey, have you ever wanted to see the worst movie ever created in a movie theater?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm sure. See, what is it?
The 20th anniversary of The Room will be playing across movie theaters this year. It was released on June 27th, 2003. You will be able to see them as a Fathom event.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even need to see like.
I mean, it's one of the greatest movies of all time.
The only reason I want you should see The Room is so you can see the disaster artist afterwards.
Yeah. So it'll be in theaters June 27th for the 20th anniversary. Everybody get stoned, go see it. I mean, you got to see Get Stoned. You can't go see that shit.
Oh, hi, Neil.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wants Donald Trump to get his fucking name out of his fucking mouth.
Yeah, when it comes to Air, they're using like stuff from Air. And
Trump is now cutting web videos with Matt Damon's Air monologue as narration, and they are fucking pissed.
I'd be mad too.
Look, Donald Trump, you're about to go to prison. Nobody wants to hear your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Shut up.
This is as close as that. Well, I mean, yeah, it's bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins is in the new Captain America movie, and people think they figured out who he is. They think that he is playing King Cobra from the Serpent Society.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. If you think that's the case for you, right?
I mean, the costume kind of looks like it. I mean, I couldn't find a side by side, but here, let me see if I can do it just for you, because I know I'll make your mom if you don't hush.
What?
I don't know. Why would you say that about your mom?
I've never seen your mom. I love my mom, but I don't know.
Your mom's a nice lady, dude. I don't know why you're always mean about her.
I'm not mean about her at all.
Like, did you tell her about that thing you said last week?
She wouldn't. Come on.
I can't. Okay, well, I can't do it because the one picture's on Instagram, and I'd have to do a whole lot of stuff to get that picture.
Okay.
But yeah, it's by any means whatever. Harry Manfred says he's working on a new Friday the 13th video game. Friday the 13th composer Harry Manfred is working on a new video game adaptation. The issues with Friday the 13th rights appear to have been resolved, as Jason will return an all-new TV series as well that is in the works for Peacock.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, give me some Jason. Give me some Voorhees, man. Give me some fucking Voorhees. I'm all down for it.
I know you are, dude. We're all excited.
I want some Freddy Cougar, but Robert Englund's gone, so you got to find a good replacement for Freddy Cougar.
And there was Jackie Earle Haley. Good enough for you?
Huh?
Jackie Earle Haley.
That one was not good. They made it more about the child molestation
instead of just the fun murder.
Because Freddy Cougar was more of a child murderer.
Okay.
And when it made it more about the child molestation, not child murder, then it got too real.
Okay.
It just got to the point like, oh, he's a creepy child molester. Freddy's not cool, bro. But when he was just a child murderer.
Yeah.
There was an accident on the set of Gladiators 2. A stunt on the set on the big budget sequel Gladiator 2 did not go as planned, resulting in a slew of injured crew members per Variety. There were an accident on the set on June 7th that occurred while filming the action stunt sequence. While it's not clear exactly what happened, the reported result is that 6 people were afflicted with burn injuries, with 4 still hospitalized.
Damn. I mean, I didn't know they were filming already, so wow. But when you say slew of injuries, you're like, well, fuck, like.
I guess they're all gonna die. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know.
Stunts can be, dangerous. I guess I don't know.
Oh, talking about a horror movie we're getting another reboot of.
What's
Leprechaun.
Okay.
We're getting the second reboot of Leprechaun now.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I mean, all right. So this is the issue, guys. When you do these reboots, if you don't have the people that originally made them, yeah, of course, Michael Myers and Jason you can get away with because they're behind a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason Leprechaun works so well, the reason Freddy Cougar works so well, the reason Candyman works so well was because the actors who portrayed them.
So they're not going to bring Warwick Davis back, right?
I have no idea. It says it's a reboot, so I'm guessing no.
Okay, well.
They're going to get a younger...
Does Warwick have a son?
Short person? I don't. What's the correct terminology? There's like a couple people watching now.
It's a little person.
What's the correct terminology for a person?
It's little people.
It's little. See, if I was a little person, I would not like to be called little person.
This is what they go by.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Well, talking about a little person.
Come on, don't say it like that, dude.
I'm just saying, man, you guys got to come up with something. I don't want to call them a little person. They're a person, not little.
Okay. I'm going with what they want to be called. If we have to address their height at all. So, what were you saying about Dinklage?
Anyway, the great Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin are teaming up on a Brothers for One silly reason. The award-winning actor Peter Dinklage is, of course, most well-known for Game of Thrones. Josh Brolin is Thanos. That's what I said.
You saying Brolin?
So, whatever.
Okay.
Brothers is set as an R-rated comedy helmed by Max Barbaco, who previously worked on the 2020 fantasy Palm Springs. Oh, we love Palm Springs.
Yeah, we did like Palm Springs.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
The script is co-written by Macon Blair, who recently... Oh, no.
Macon Blair did...
Hold
on. Macon Blair was the co-writer on this?
Yeah, never mind. This movie's gonna suck.
Why?
Because the person that helped write a Christopher Nolan movie is helping write it.
Dude, you know we're watching Oppenheimer. I don't care, like, what you say. We're watching...
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm gonna... Everything I can find. Everything. I'm gonna tear it apart.
I like
Cher and Chaz Bono have teamed up to proceed new horror movie Little Bites. The upcoming film will feature Bonnie Aarons, Heather Langenkamp, and Barbara Crampton. Heather Langenkamp. How do I know that name?
I don't know. I knew Barbara Crampton because she is a horror film screen queen. Yeah.
Oh, that's Nancy from from Nightmare on Elm Street. That's why I know that name. The three well-known names from the horror genre, mother-son duo Cher and Chávez are teaming up to produce Little Bites, an upcoming horror movie written and directed by... I didn't even know this. I just thought it was cool. Who wrote it? Who do you think wrote it?
Spider-1 and Chrissy Fox.
Spider-1 and Chrissy Fox are good.
They were hanging out a lot at Panic Fest. Barbara and Spider, like they were just hanging out together. So,
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and it's gonna have Heather. Man, okay, this movie's gonna be the best movie next year. We already know it. All right, let's see. Ryan Reynolds is a new Apple movie. We don't care. Ghostbusters. Oh, this is one I wanted to know. Ghostbusters is, they think it's about the afterlife because look at the poster they posted.
Kind of looks like it's ice.
Yeah, like hell will freeze over
Ooh.
this Christmas. Is what they call it.
I gotta say, man, there was a Ghostbusters script written long ago about hell coming, like hell, like on Earth. So maybe that's.
Ooh, I'm down. Fast and the Furious 11 will be released on the same date that Jason Momoa's Minecraft comes out.
I guess we'll be seeing both.
April 4th, 2025.
I guess we'll be seeing both those movies. I've never played Minecraft, but I guess I have to now.
I just can't get into it. I've tried. I seriously did. I downloaded it like 3 or 4 times, and I was just like, man, I don't want to build a square house. I don't want to build like all these square things.
Seems like a lot of work.
I'm not a guy that likes digging a resource builder. I'm not a resource builder. I'm rather like right now I'm playing Assassin's Creed and pro wrestling. Really, and I'm gonna play Star Wars next and the new Legend of Zelda. But talking about Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda, the movie, has been greenlit because of Super Mario Brothers, the movie, doing so well. And it's going to be animated.
Okay, I really don't hope they don't fuck it up. I like the Super Mario Brothers movie, but it's not my favorite shit on the planet.
No, but it was fun, and it was good.
Yeah, okay. I'll watch it. I mean, I'm definitely going to see it.
But Legend of Zelda, dude, that's actual story and lore. You can make a freaking, Lord of the Rings trilogy with that shit,
You could, yeah.
And so, I don't know what story they're going to go with. I'm sure they're going to go with like Breath of the Wild or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. They can mix it up a bit. I know that all the games tie in some way, but they'll pick a timeline and I'll be happy about it, honestly.
I'm sure. And then, last but not least, I say this for the last because it's really sad news. The great Bryan Cranston has decided to retire acting as of 2026, so he can go spend more time with his family.
I did not know this.
I understand 100% why. But it just seems like we just got him, even though he's been acting for like 40 years. I don't know how many years.
I feel like we just got to, just now, And
it's fine. And I get it. I get why. I would probably too. Because to be honest, how much money did he make off of Breaking Bad?
He's probably still getting some Malcolm in the Middle residuals too.
Yeah, and then on top of that, all the movies he got because of that. Everything from Trumpo to King Kong to, So, hey, man, go retire in good health. Hopefully one day I run into you at the diner.
He's also gotten he has 3 sons, and they're all named Emmy. So he doesn't really need to you got what you wanted, right?
I'll get you what you want.
Yeah. So he has 6 Primetime Emmy Awards, so he has 6 sons that all named Emmy. So.
Yep. So that's the news, Chris.
All right. Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
I will fuck.
No, that one.
That was the Movies Don't Suck and Some of the News. I told Chris a bunch of stuff, and he is now severely annoyed with me and wants me to shut up so he can go pee.
I'm good. I'll pee. Yeah. It's good.
No, I told you to put a bucket right underneath here, you know.
I'm on wing out. Let's go. Now we're talking about the big sexy movie of the week, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Stephen Caple Jr. directed this. He directed such things as Creed 2. He was director of that. And I think he directed all the Creeds. I'm mistaken. Yeah, directed Creed 2, Rapture. He did some episodes of Grunge. He did a TV series for Transformers called Earthspark. Directed a movie called The Land, and this is him. Yeah, a screenplay by Joby Harold, Darnell Mettire, Josh Peters, Eric Coburn, and John Hober. This stars Anthony Ramos as Noah Diaz.
I'm right here.
Dominique Fishback as Elena Wallace.
What are you doing?
Peter Coleman, obviously, Optimus Prime.
We're Autobot.
Ron Perlman is in
You
this.
didn't even let them say Autobot.
What are you doing?
We're Autobots.
Is that better?
Yes, you got to let them at least finish the word.
Ron Perlman plays Optimus Primal.
Here I'm love. Have a beer.
Also, Pete Davidson in this as Mirage.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't even bother me that much.
Also, Michelle Yeoh as where is she in here? Oh yeah, is that Airazor? Yeah, that's Airazor.
Maybe it's like you said. Maybe there is something out there.
And also, yeah, and that's everyone. Those also stars fucking Peter Dinklage as Scourge, Lisa Koshy as Arcee, John DiMaggio. You guys know him as Bender. He plays Transit Stratosphere. There's also appearances by Michael Kelly and Luna Warren Velez, Brianna Diaz. Why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for this one, pal?
As Autobots, we decided returning to action and spectacle, they have captured moviegoers around the world. Transformers: Rise of the Beast will take audiences on a 90s collaborating adventure with the Autobots and introduce a whole new faction of Transformers, the Maximals, to join them in the Allies' existing battle of Earth, directed by Steve Coppel Jr. and starring Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback. I'd have stopped before, but I just like try to do the Optimus voice.
So it was spectacle and globetrotting that you did not.
I don't know. I wasn't even reading it.
Okay, but here we are, man. Rise of the Beast. So this is what, like the 8th or 9th Transformers movie since they rebooted?
I think it's 9th altogether. Let me see. Let's see. Let's count. Okay, we got the live action or cartoon. Is the cartoon?
We're going with live action, the ones that Michael Bay redid.
All right, live action. All right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's the 7th.
Okay, well I gotta say I like Bumblebee, and that's like Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee is great.
I don't.
This one. Are you sure Steven did it?
Yeah. Okay, it's different because I was able to actually make out the combat in this one as opposed to the Michael Bay stuff, right? But dude,
true that.
But man, this movie, I could see myself if I was 9 years old, I would really like this movie. But yes, I'm not.
If I was 9 years old,
I'm 37 years old.
Movie.
But I'm sure that
the only reason I wanted to watch this that and there's only one reason and one reason only, was this man and this one guy only.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Is Omicron? Who is that? Is Omicron, right?
That's this guy.
Oh, the Planet Eater. Okay.
Yeah, it's Unicron.
Yeah.
And so in the lore of Transformers, many centuries ago, there was Unicron and then Prime. They fought together against each other to control the universe. But anyway, and then the Allspark that creates the, or not the Allspark, is it the Allspark? Gosh dang it, where's Matt when I need him? But the thing that creates the energized tube or whatever that the good guy puts in to become Optimus Prime or Rodimus Prime, to become a Prime, that leadership thing you've got to put in your chest or whatever, was from the original Prime, who was big as a planet, because so is this guy, Unicron. All right, this and this is the same guy. This transforms into this, or this transforms into this, and that's why on his little action figure, that's why these things are at the end, because that's the little things that are around the entire globe of him. He's a planet eater. He's cool. He's the ultimate evil. He is literally, he is the leader of the Terracons, you know?
Yeah. I gotta say, man, do you, what's some of the things we liked about it real quick? Okay. Pete Davidson was cool.
All right. One that I really, really, really love. All right. First, they took this right here, what Optimus Prime looked like in the first movie, which just sucked so bad, and made him more like the original him.
Like the more like the toy. You know, like,
yeah,
like
more, or the cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, compare this is Gen 1.
Yeah,
I mean, look at them. That they look nothing like each other. But the fact that they went, more into like what he looks like, that made me really happy.
Okay.
2, Pete Davidson and Peter Dinklage. But anyway, Peter Dinklage.
The Dink.
And Pete Davidson. Oh my God. Their characters were legit awesome. Pete Davidson, Mirage character, was hilarious. Didn't go too over the top. Was just enough.
So I kind of have a problem when it comes to Transformers having personalities. Aren't they robots? Like. But again, it's a fucking movie. What am I complain about?
They all have personalities.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's like literally part of their stories.
I mean, they have Earthling personalities though. Like if Pete Davidson says,
but yeah, but like, they study Earthling stuff,
okay, right,
so they could speak Earthling.
Okay, fine. I like Anthony Ramos. I like the character with him. I like that story with him and his kid, like his kid brother. I actually really like that storyline.
Okay. So, yeah, it's a great little storyline. Anthony Ramos did a good job with it. I think this was like one of the better Transformer movies. I mean, it definitely didn't have that guy that cries and whines for the first 3 movies in it.
It also didn't didn't defend pedophile. It didn't defend pedophilism in the last one, where that guy had that card in his wallet that was laminated that had the law in Texas. He's like, it's okay for me to date her if I'm 21, she's 17. It's okay. He had that shit in his wallet, that law, and I'm like, what's going on here? like,
why do you have that in your wallet anyway?
Creep, Jesus,
creepo. Do you know who did the voice originally for Unicron?
Who?
This guy.
Okay. You had to tell me the guy is, because I'm reading for it now. Is that?
Oh, I don't know. He wrote a few books. I mean, something about like the 80s. It's Orson Welles.
Orson Welles?
It's Orson Welles.
Okay. Well, he didn't write
Orson Welles was the original voice of that.
He didn't write 1980.
He was the original voice of that.
You're thinking of George Orwell.
Yep.
George Orwell wrote the book.
What?
George Orwell wrote the book.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of 2 different people. Hey, that happens sometimes.
1984.
We can't be perfect all the time. You don't make fun of people of that. You just teach and you move on. Come on now. I don't
I'll cut it out. Don't worry.
Belittle people.
I'll cut it out.
I don't belittle. No, don't cut it out. I want everybody to hear you belittling me.
No.
A piece of information. It's great. Show them your true colors, Chris.
Anyway,
What's this?
That's in Chicago. That's
okay. What's the name of the place I'm looking? That's right there. That's pictured.
I don't know. What's the name of it?
Okay. Yeah. See. Look how dumb you are, Chris. Anyway. That's Navy Pier. Anyway.
Are you guys doing the bean? Are you guys doing the bean? The bean?
The bean.
Yeah.
It's literally like, dude, if I showed you a picture of Chicago, everything's like the main things that you know about Chicago.
I've been there twice, so.
Yeah, twice. But the main things that you all know about Chicago are all within like 10 minutes of each other.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so then we have the Autobots, the Decepticons, the Maximals, and the Terracons all in this movie.
Yeah, get the Maximals. They're pretty cool, honestly.
The Maximals were cool. I love the bird. I can't remember the bird's name right now. Again, Air Razor. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The bird was really cool. I really liked. The fight scenes weren't too over the top. You know what I mean? And then when it got down to brass tacks, when it is a real fight and stuff, and they did a great representation of Unicron, except for he didn't transform once into, this.
Yeah. With the thing you wanted to see big time, you're like, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. Because literally in the cartoon movie, this right here, if you notice, Unicron is the top right here, and they behead him and his head is just floating in space, and that actually becomes like several things in the cartoons and in the comics and in different like aspects of all of it. But it was all right. I mean, to be honest, not my favorite Transformer movie, probably. And not the worst.
What would be my favorite? I've only seen like 3 of them, and but I want to mention also that Cristo Fernandez, Danny Rojas to Football's Life, does the voice of Wheeljack in this movie.
Yes, and that's awesome. But now let's rip into this.
Okay.
All right. One, I don't know why we're not covering Optimus Prime's mouth, but please stop giving him lips. All right, look at this. All right, is this the picture?
Yeah,
look at these lips.
There's some weird maw going on.
Yeah. Look. All right, does he have lips?
No, he does not.
All right, look at this. Weird lips. No lips. No lips. Optimus Prime doesn't have lips. Stop with the lips. He's a robot.
Yeah.
We don't need to see him. He doesn't need to be humanized.
Yeah. Okay. What's up? What else do you hate about this movie?
They completely effed up Unicron, and I mean they didn't completely F him up. I mean they did make him a planet eater and blah blah blah. Scourge was Scourge was actually originally like a character that was Unicron got a bunch of dead Transformers and popped all his body parts together.
He's Frankenstein. Okay.
He's Frankenstein, but a badass assassin Frankenstein. I don't know, man. I mean, it was all right.
It was okay, but like I gotta probably like I hate talking about realism when it comes to a movie like Transformers,
especially when it's Transformers and it's based on an 80s cartoon.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about like realistic, but like, there's a point in the fight scene where the end of it, when I'm not giving any away, about to rhyme, if something bad might happen to him and he gets saved, I'm like, have you ever seen it's not even a sports car, but just someone just towed that down the road? Like it was kind of, I was a little weirded out by it, but whatever. It's a movie, and it was fine. I was kind of, this movie, man. It's just not that good, man. Like for a kid, I can understand loving this movie. It was, and I didn't hate it. I wasn't like upset watching it, but I don't think I'm not the target audience for this. And
that's the thing. It's either Transformer fans or little kids. It's not really. I don't think it was made for us.
Yeah, but were you actually excited by the mid-credit scene, by the way?
Yes, that I was.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There's a mid-credit. If you guys want to hang around, there's a mid-credit sequence that shows up. So it's kind of hard to miss.
And it's all about more meets the eye and the real American heroes.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, they tried. They did a good job. It was decent. I just, again, like, the acting was aight.
Yeah,
but
it was
the
aight. Yeah, it was aight.
The robots, all right, Bumblebee worked so well because they made them look more like themselves,
And
like they are in the cartoon.
Yeah, Bumblebee, it was just also like, I don't know, it wasn't so. Bumblebee worked for different reasons than Transformers worked for the. I don't know, man. I just like Bumblebee, I guess. I don't know. But yeah,
and
there's part of Bumblebee worked.
I will fuck you.
That's part of why it worked too.
Yeah, and also, there's so much unnecessary robot killing.
I'm with you.
And like every time I'm like excited that I'm seeing a character that I know from the cartoons or the comic books or something like that I read when I was younger. The first thought I have to say when I'm watching them in a freaking Transformers live action movie is, are they going to die in 5 minutes? Am I going to see them for 5 minutes and they're going to be ripped to shreds like Wheeljack in, was it Wheeljack? Who got ripped to shreds? Jazz. Jazz got ripped to shred by Megatron in the first movie, like in the first fight. They take one of the major guys that was like part of the franchise. I don't know. It just upsets me. Anyway, let's get some quotes and move on.
All right. You're kind of like this movie. Okay.
There is a legend that precedes our time. It's your turn to lead the Manimals, Optimus Primal.
Yes.
Don't forget to laugh at all their jokes. White people love that shit.
You're doing the Optimus Prime voice, but that was Andy Ramos.
I don't care. Every quote's going to be Optimus Prime now.
Okay.
I'm not Superman. Life isn't a comic book. It's not an Egyptian god. It's something else. It's a mirage, big mirage. It's just a movie. You're never going to be a real boy.
Yeah.
Autobots, roll out.
Do you think they should have said that more than once?
Like 55 times, she just said. Cross my heart, hope to die. That was corny when I said it. Oh well. What is weird is Marky Mark is leaving the Funky Bunch. He is now pursuing acting.
Call back.
Yeah, because he was in the fourth one?
The last two.
Not following you, just escaping in the same direction. Work friends, you've been inside me. That was a great line.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, work friends, dude, you've been inside me. If you keep your eyes and ears open, life will show you where to go. He's a robot, so now you're racist? That was some Indiana Jones type shit. Donkey Kong, stay away from my friends. Maximals, Autobots, roll out.
All right, man.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
I have come here to kick ass.
Yeah, and take names.
No.
And chew gum.
It was fucking Rowdy
Yeah,
Piper, and it was from They Live.
I know
and
it's
they
from.
did not finish the quote.
Oh, you're upset
Finish
about
the
that.
fucking quote.
Are you upset about that?
Yeah, that pissed me off so much. I can give you anything you want, then die. Can't read any of those, man. I must have been. No, here we go. Taco Bell. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. I went past. No, that was the end. Yeah.
Okay.
I've come here to kick ass, and yeah, that was the end. I just didn't put I didn't put the name on the. Oh, I missed a whole page. Okay. Flaming, but whatever.
Okay. All right. What is your score for this?
Oh, dude, can you go first? I don't know.
I'm gonna 2.9 and 3, something like that. Like I didn't hate my life watching this. It was all right, man. But
3. I'll give it a 3.
Okay,
I'll give it a 3.
Here we are.
Pete Davidson saved it as Mirage. Man, guys, you gotta stop with all these little moving parts in the robots. Just make them like they look like Jesus, dude. Just get over it.
Yeah, maybe people, if they really want to stick with the cartoon, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know how this is a multi. I don't know how the franchise is so big. Those fucking number 1, man. That's crazy to me. It's a kids. It's a kids movie. That's what it was to me. You know?
Yeah, it's a kids movie. And we don't mean in like the Disney, ha ha ha. This is like the kids movie that makes them grow up and learn how to blow things up.
Yep, that's right. Now, I'm on RottenTomatoes.com. What is the audience score for Transformers Rise of the Machines? Oh, sorry. Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
That was weird.
What happened?
Everything just flashed on my screen.
That's crazy. So, what is the audience score for Transformers?
So, what do you think the audience score is?
Yeah, what do you think the audience score for Transformers Rise of the Beast is?
Man, I'm going to have to go with 72.
91%.
Shut
Here's the audience says on it. Transformers Rise.
Get drunk?
Transformers Rise of the Beast takes the series in a new direction without skimping on the action that fans will be looking for. Now, what's the critics' consensus for this? The critics' score, actually.
62.
53.
All right, what is their consensus?
Critics' consensus, thanks to some genuine human drama between set pieces and the palpable affection for the title characters, Transformers Rise of the Beast is one of the franchise's more enjoyable outings, which is, that sounds like a better one than 53%, but I'll read a good review and a bad review. Here's a good review. Rise of the Beast sits comfortably in the middle of the two Transformers extremes. Not as charming as Bumblebee, but far from the messy fairground antics of the Bay films. Mindless but fun in places fans will be well served. That's one of them.
All right.
And then that's from Victoria Looks for the City AM. And then here's a bad one. From Clarissa Lowry of the Independent UK. There's not a morsel of joy to be found in this franchise's latest ludicrous outing. Whatever. We like Pete Davidson. But that's Transformers Rise of the Beast.
I mean...
But next week, The Flash and Extraction 2. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for both of those.
So we're seeing 2 movies. One with a woman beater and one with a...
Which one's the woman beater? Oh, yeah, Ezra.
Flash.
Yeah. And of course, Extraction 2, one with a very sexy man. So...
Yeah, the sexiest man alive next to Paul Rudd.
You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're at w2mnet.com. That's right, W2M as in Mary, net.com. You can find our podcast and a bunch of other ones there. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram too at podcast. We're at patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. Give us some money because we like money and we are poor. You can
give us human monies.
Go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and something to do. You'll find shirts like me and Neil are wearing, our beautiful Movies Don't Suck shirts. And if you guys want to send us an email, it's info@moviesdon'tsuck.net or moviesdon'tsuckpodcast@gmail.com. We'll get back to you right away. Watch us and you subscribe, watch us on Facebook, go like that page, watch us on Twitter and subscribe. And you know what? If you're listening to us on the podcast, Go and subscribe to the app. We'll be there waiting for you to download. And where you find podcasts, movies on Suck and Something to Do. Neil, what do you do for small businesses?
You got a small business, let us know. Give us some information. Throw it out there. We like to get naked, and we like to get naked with you. We would like to advertise you to our thousands of followers or millions of listeners right here on Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do.
You good, dude? You ready to get out here?
Yeah. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try in this life, if you can't succeed at making flaming Cheetos, maybe you can transform into someone else. Have a good day.